Hey, welcome. So today we're going to dive into a pretty interesting framework. It's called the male leadership paradigm. And the whole idea behind it is to give us a new way to look at what really makes a leader tick, what truly drives their decisions. And if we can figure that out, well, we can connect with them a whole lot better. So let's get right into it.
Right off the bat, this is the central promise, the big payoff, a closer bond. That's a pretty powerful idea, isn't it? It suggests that getting a handle on this framework isn't just some, academic exercise. It's actually about improving your real-world relationships and your influence. So the question is, how do we get there? Well, the key, according to the source material, is all about understanding something it calls a worldview. And we're not talking about the latest management trends or some complicated new strategy. Nope. This goes way deeper. It's about getting to the very core of how a leader actually sees the world.
And the framework is super specific about this. The main goal here is to unpack 4 distinct areas. What are their values? What's their take on economics? What are their core beliefs? And finally, what is their unique perception of reality? You can kind of think of it like a blueprint for understanding the fundamental software that's running their entire system. Okay, so before we go any further, we really need to nail down what this term worldview actually means inside this paradigm. Because this definition, it's the absolute foundation for everything else we're going to talk about.
What's so interesting here is just how straightforward it is. The source defines a worldview as a simple combination of those 4 things we just mentioned. It's not presented as some vague, mysterious concept. It's almost like a formula. Values plus economics plus beliefs plus perception equals worldview.
So let's actually look at how this worldview gets built. We're going to treat these 4 components as the essential building blocks that, when you put them all together, create the very lens through which a leader sees and operates in the world. And here they are. First up, you've got values. Now, this isn't just about ethics. This is about what a leader fundamentally thinks is important. Is it growth at all costs, or is it stable, sustainable progress? Is it about the team, or is it about individual achievement? That's their compass. Second, economics. This is how they see resources and risk. Do they view the world as a zero-sum game, where for them to win, someone else has to lose, or do they see a world of abundance and opportunity? That view changes everything. Third is belief. These are the core, unspoken truths they operate on. A leader who believes people are inherently resourceful will manage completely differently than one who believes people need constant supervision. And finally, perception. This is their filter on reality. 2 leaders can look at the exact same set of data, and one sees a massive opportunity while the other sees a terrifying threat.
All right, so we have this internal model, right? This complex worldview built from these 4 different parts. But so what? How does this internal mindset actually affect what a leader does? How does all that thinking turn into real-world action?
I mean, this is the million-dollar question, right? Because a theory is only useful if it can actually predict what's going to happen. And the source material draws a very, very direct line from this internal worldview to what we see on the outside.
And there it is, that's the crucial link. The framework argues that a leader's worldview isn't just some abstract background noise, it is the primary filter for their decisions. Every single choice, every strategy, every action, it all has to pass through that lens of their values, economics, beliefs, and perception first. It's the why behind the what.
So this brings us right back to where we started. We've taken the worldview apart, we've seen how it directly shapes decisions, but let's go back to that original promise. Why should we even bother trying to understand all this? What's in it for us? And here you have it. The whole point isn't just to analyze people, it's to connect with them. By understanding the why behind a leader's actions, their unique mix of values, their economic outlook, their beliefs, their perceptions, the whole idea is to bridge gaps in understanding. It's really a tool designed to build empathy, to get to that closer bond we talked about at the very beginning.
So, I'll just leave you with this thought. Think about it. Whether you're a leader yourself or you work with them every day, how might things change if you started focusing on understanding their underlying worldview, their specific values, their economic triggers, their core beliefs, and their unique perception? How might that change the way you communicate, collaborate, and ultimately connect with them?